Greetings, children of the screen, your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again with another episode of What You Mean You Ain't Seen. Now guys, if you hadn't noticed, we added a few new people to the Nerd Scum crew, so I'd like to introduce you guys to...
Vic and Rosie.
What you mean you ain't seen motherfucking Akira?
Bruh.
Fucking anime nerds?
Listen.
Akira, originally released in 1998, rated R, coming in at 124 minutes. It is animation, which is classified as action and drama.
Written and directed by
Katsuhiro Otomo.
But someday, we ought to be able to... Because it has already begun.
Right on, guys. So the fucking anime brigade finally watched Akira.
Not an anime brigade.
What'd you guys think? You little weeaboo bastards. What'd you think of Akira?
I have
Only the most fucking influential anime, except for maybe like Astro Boy or something like that.
Honestly, overall, I really enjoyed it.
I haven't seen Astro Boy either. I was 2 when it was made, so that's my excuse for the Akira one. But it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was epic in a word.
Yeah, definitely.
Bit slow at first, but then once it picked up, oof, that was a ride.
Yeah, try reading the manga. It's like fucking War and Peace in a goddamn manga format.
It's thick.
Yeah, it's six volumes. Thick. It's hardy. Had you ever heard of Akira before? I imagine you had.
So I'd heard the name and like people referencing it a lot, and I was just like, "Oh, that's an anime. It's a thing."
Yeah.
But I never like looked it up or even saw any art for it. Even.
Yeah, for me, I had heard about it and I've seen things on it, but it didn't look like something I would be particularly interested in.
Fair enough. Is it what you expected?
I thought it was gonna be more morbid for some reason.
Yeah, fair.
I was like, this is pretty tame for what I was thinking it was gonna be.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of violence in it and some like graphic, like grisly gore and stuff like that, but still, yeah, relative to a lot of the other anime that was coming out like in the years subsequently that immediately followed this, like, yeah, it's pretty tame in a lot of ways.
I've learned just to never expect anything of anything.
Expectation is the root of all suffering, says the Buddha. We've established now you'd never seen Akira, now you've seen Akira, it wasn't what you expected, but overall you liked it. What'd you like best out of Akira? What was the best or the coolest or the most badass thing, or just the thing that surprised you the most?
Can I go first?
Yeah, sure, go first.
Tai from Digimon.
Of freaking course. The entire time.
All I could think is the same voice actor, and I was like, I get to hear Tai cuss! I'm sorry.
I liked the storyline.
I like that too, but I was you said surprised, and that surprised me.
I try to like help them up their like anime cred.
I don't
and
need
what I
credentials,
get
I'm
is
just
fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's not
Yu-Gi-Oh references. Digimon references?
Digimon.
It's all the same to me. So, did you have anything else you wanted to add to that?
Well, I really liked the way that the animation was really fluid. Like, that, I loved that. I was like, if I've ever gotten turned on by something, that would be it.
Okay.
The way it was perfect. It was fluid. It was that's the best way I can describe it. It's just noises.
No, yeah, that's a good point. One of the reasons why this movie was such a breakout is because it's the same standard of animation that you would see in like a big Disney movie or something like that, but there's like motorcycle games bashing each other's heads in, and big like John Carpenter the Thing mushy creature motherfuckers, and
baby.
like a giant baby, and just all kinds of crazy stuff. But like no expenses spared. There are no shortcuts done to make the animation cheaper. Like it is, as you were saying in the opening, fucking it's fucking epic.
It's fuppa.
Yeah, it's fucking epic. And, like, the quality of the animation definitely helps sell that idea.
Mm-hmm. It's...
So would you be considered art sexual?
Yes.
I think you just nutted a little bit.
Sploosh.
Honestly, the entire storyline, stop copying me, but the storyline, like, it was just different and creative, and I like things like that. Things that I can't exactly explain, and it's always one jump ahead than
Yeah.
what I'm thinking, because
Ahead
I
of the
like to
deadline.
be...
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Because, I don't know, I like to be surprised. I don't like to know what's gonna happen at the end of the anime when it starts.
Fair. Yeah. No, and
We're married now.
one of the really nice things about the movie is that, like, it exists in a world before a lot of the anime tropes that we now have. So, like, it very much isn't... It's not trying to fit into a niche. Like, now when new anime creators create new things, like, obviously they're inspired and they want to create something cool, like, that's their
Yeah.
own, but they're also looking at the market and being like, well, if we do this kind of thing, then we can play to this audience and we can do that. Whereas, like, this is really more something that, while it was done in a manga format, it was done for that audience, for, like, a niche market. But as terms of the movie and, like, selling it to American audiences, there were no rules in that way. So it gave them the opportunity to do something bigger and grander, and gave them the opportunity to show people through this movie all the different possibilities of anime.
Yeah.
That anime doesn't have to be these things that you might have seen on Saturday morning that were, like, shipped over for your kids, you know, like Dragon Ball or something like that, which is cool on its own.
Pokemon.
Don't get me wrong. But, like, Akira, frankly, is a higher form of art.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely, especially compared to Dragon Ball and Pokemon. Which,
Yeah.
again, like you said, they are great.
They're
in their own
awesome.
way.
They have good messages. Like, there's intrinsic value in them.
If you just grunt hard enough, your hair will spike up and change colors.
Yeah, you know, like, but yeah, like, nowadays there are so many, like, smaller categories of anime and things that are trying to fit into those. You don't get as many things unless it's coming out of, like, a Studio Ghibli or something like that. Things of these, like, big, epic, sprawling, you know, opuses of animation that this
Yeah.
really is. And, yeah, there's, even to this day, there's, no matter how much people try, there's very little like Akira. So, as for my favorite thing in the movie, I really love the fact that the film and the manga are made by the same person.
Yes.
So, like, while I've read the manga, and I can say that the film is nowhere near what the manga is. Like, there's so much they have to cut out, because, again, it's 6 volumes. I think it's like 2,000 or 3,000 pages total. Like, it is massive. And while there's a lot of things missing from the movie, you still get the basic idea, all the same themes, and, like, the same messages get brought forth. And he also does a really good job of, like, taking all the most necessary bits of micro information and dispersing it throughout the second act. A lot of people have a lot of trouble getting into the second act of this movie because it's kind of all over the place and kind of, like, crazy. The pacing's nuts. But, like, if they had any idea how many things he's pulling together and, like, saying, okay, where I'm going to take this, and this that happened in the book, and I'm going to pull that all into one scene and make it a scene that still works, is highly impressive. it is definitely, while it doesn't hold a candle to the manga, it is definitely one of the most impressive adaptations of any book to a movie that I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot. So yeah, like that's my favorite thing. I just love the fact that he was able to take the same vision he had for the manga and extrapolate it into this other format, finding the best way to tell that story in the alternate format. Because as much as like comics and movies are visual formats that have a lot of similarities, they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things you can do in a manga that you can't do in a movie, and vice versa. And he really figures out how to best play those moments and how to integrate the best themes into each format for it to work for the audience and to really get the message across.
Agreed.
Shit! Huh? What the? What? Yeah!
Alright, guys. So this is the part of the video where I have to ask you, out of this movie, Akira, like this critically acclaimed, fan-loved, like fucking epic, beautiful poem of animation, what do you fucking hate?
I'm ready to make some haters. Alright. I honestly wasn't very fond of the style itself. Like, the animation was great, it's just the style itself, mostly because I'm not very partial to the older animes. But the thing that got me most was when they killed the Nogs.
I forgot about that.
Because I'm a hoe for animals, not in a furry kind of way, but...
It's totally a furry way. Don't let her lie to you. It's... honestly, there was a few things that were just kind of, like, irked me, but none of them were really, like, least favorite. I'd have to agree with her on the whole animation style. And it's not that I don't like it, it's that, like, because to me, it's, like, I actually liked it. It's just the foreheads were rather large.
Foreheads.
Which, I mean, I feel bad because I know that some people out there may have, like, huge foreheads and they're like, hey, you're talking bad about me, but I'm sorry. I was fine with, like, it was mainly just that part that threw me
foreheads?
off. Everything else, I was like, oh, that's cool, I love how they drew that. And then I would see a forehead and I'd be like, shit. Like, crap, I really want to like this animation style. I really do.
Okay.
I'm sorry to everyone out there who likes that style. To each their own. I'll stop. I'm gonna just dig my hole deeper. I'm just gonna stop talking.
So, now it's my turn. What is my least favorite thing about Akira? Nothing. Akira's fucking perfect, and now they must die. So yeah, anyway, guys, Akira's fucking perfect, and if you say anything about it, I'll just... BIG FOREHEADS!
Hands up, Tetsuo! Help! Kaneda, help, please!
So anyway, guys, would you recommend this movie to other people?
Yeah.
Yes, I would definitely recommend it. The foreheads are fine.
You got cheats, no fair.
Akira is one of the quintessential animated films of all time, not just within anime, but within animation in general. But having said that, it cannot be understated the importance of Akira in anime. It is one of the major first films that brought anime to Western audiences and made us embrace the genre. It's why there was such an explosion of anime in the late 1980s and early 1990s. It's a beautiful film that has a wonderful cast, both in the original cast and the new cast, and it has got a message that is timeless and terrifying and beautiful, and I, as well as the Dead Girls, highly recommend it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Akira.
Neo Tokyo is about to explode.
Right on, children of the screen. Thank you very much for joining us for this edition of What You Mean You Ain't Seen, Akira.
Later, dudes.
Adios.
And if you guys like this video, please leave a like and share it with some friends. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get updates on all the dope content we'll have coming out in the future. And furthermore, guys, if you'd like to follow us on Instagram or Twitter, we will have the links for that in the description below. Once again, children of the screen, thank you very much. Hope you all have a good one. Nerd Scum, out. I'm gonna have to kill these motherfuckers again. Big forehead!
Jesus!